See, the rattle had me rattled. That's exactly right, Shirley. The rattle had me had me rattled. Oh man. Okay, friends. I think I need to stop while the stopping's good, and let's weave some stuff. Technically, we're not going to weave. We're going to cut it off because you heard my whole saga this morning about me getting up, hanging in my pajamas, weaving faster than anyone's ever woven, which of course isn't true. However, it felt like it. I'm telling you, gold medal, speed weaving. I think at some point we probably should just have some kind of weaving Olympics, don't you think? I think it'd be fun to watch how fast can you measure a project. I think we should have a warping board catalog, a category. Words. We should have a warping board category, and we should have a warping mill category, and have. Wouldn't that be fun? Something. We need some kind of weaving Olympics. And there has to be some kind of fast and accurate. Like we'd have to have both kind of things to go with. We'll work on that. Okay, kids. Let's cut this sucker off. I have put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it is time finally to do the deed. I didn't really think about how I was going to move stuff over. Everything's going to fall on the floor. It's a good thing you don't live with me. It's all right. It's a good thing. Okay, so here we are. The very end of the project. This is as far as I got. You can see the last like 2 inches. I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, I have to get in the shower. And so I'm like, okay, no more recycled things. Just crazy fun weft. Here, I'll bring you in really quickly before I cut it off so you can see what has been happening. Now, this is grandma's project, right? And so you'll see at the very beginning, but I had inches left. So these were all whatever I had left from other projects in the past. So this became how can I make this very cool looking, but not have to sit and slice a whole bunch of brand new ties? What do I have left over? So these are all leftovers, which I kind of like that challenge. I like the idea of how do you take what you have available and run with it. So here we go. Everyone does this differently, but this is kind of my method, the way I like to do it when I am going to cut a project off the loom. I like to cut from the back and then secure the warp yarns into a little knot right up next to the edge of the fabric here, and then roll it off. That is my method. If you do it differently, this is here we go. We're just going to do it. All right. Scissors. Take a deep breath. Say a prayer. Here we go. All right. From there. So we'll have to have a little entertainment here while I cut things off. Brittany says, love pastels in black. Nice. Yes. Lori says, cut it. The least sticks falling to the ground is my favorite. It's my favorite. Yes. Thank you, Shirley. She says the family will love it. Carol says, if it was about the speed, I'd have a Hattersley loom. But it's about the Zen. Yes, you're right. What's a Hattersley loom? What? Tell us more, Carol. By the way, I like to start in the middle and then work my way out. Again, if you do it differently, great. No worries. I think, you got this far, you're like, whatever. The weaving part's done. I get a little paranoid. That's probably not even fair. I probably get a lot paranoid. I don't want things to go shifting around. So I know that I see a lot of weavers who just kind of cut it and leave it as is. That makes me break out in hives. And everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their thing. I'm happy to leave a mistake in the fabric or a design quirk in the fabric. But that makes me very anxious to just cut it and then just have it hanging out. That makes me very nervous. So, everyone's got their thing. What is your thing? What is the one part of the process that makes you paranoid? Is there one part? Is there more than that? Tell me in the comments while I slice things off here. I think that is the beautiful thing about being a weaver is that it's welcome to anybody, no matter your personality, no matter your what do I say? Your ability to handle risk, whatever that looks like. There is room to be a weaver for all of us. Yeah, don't you think? Yeah. Okay. Tell me. Brittany asks, is that why Dinah does the cutting and the sewing? Yes, yes, that's absolutely part of it for sure. Dinah does the sewing just because I always want to throw the machine out the window if I have to do it. So that's not, yeah. Let's just say it's just safer for everyone if someone else does the sewing for me. Yeah. Carrie says I'm a hem stitch freak. Yeah, there we go. Even when it's not needed. I get it. Connie says I hate hem stitching, but like the look. Okay, fair enough. Ruth says when I have to use a cross, I'm a sectional beam gal and still get sweaty thinking of crosses and lace sticks. Nice, Ruth. Everyone's got their thing. I mean, seriously, I was teaching this class, and one of the students had some little quirks in her threading, and we talked about it. And my question always is, will this keep you up at night if you leave it in? And if the answer is yes, then we have to go back and fix it. If the answer is no, then I'm like, you are in great, just Godspeed, go ahead. And what's so funny is that as we went through the class, there were times when it really looked great. It really looked awesome just because it gave this little, it wasn't smack dab in the middle, but pretty close. And she had a couple little where she had just kind of put like instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, it was like a 1, 1, and then a 2, 3. Like she had just kind of doubled up in some places. It looked fabulous. We didn't care, and she didn't care either, so no problem. Let's see. Let's see. Christy says my paranoia is the first inch of each project, praying for no threading or slaying errors. There you go. Yes, I get it. You put all the work in. You're like, I'm hoping that it's as I intended. Trish says I need a Dinah. Yes, I would rent her out, but I don't know if she travels that much. Well, that's not fair. She's from the UK, so she does travel some. Yes, yeah. Kim says the whole process still freaks me out, but it doesn't stop me from doing the thing. Kim, you're very brave, and you know a lot these days. You're getting so good. That's for sure. Connie says my seamstress daughter claims she's too busy. What? No, that can't be true. Too busy for a good old mom? Come on now. Gemma says need to start creating a warp for the rigid heddle. Need it on the loom by Tuesday next week so I can be weaving for the film they're making about our studio. They're making a film about your studio, Gemma? That's amazing. Karen says so many steps, so many opportunities to flub up. Nah, you got it. No worries. Liz says I put in scrap yarn and then immediately take it to the sewing machine and zigzag stitch the end. Yeah. Always breathe a sigh of relief with the sewing machine works. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Brittany. Happy accidents. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yep. See, everyone's different. It's fantastic. Naomi says I knot a pair of threads every 1-2 inches when I cut off a rigid heddle project. At the front, I usually have a header that I don't care about that holds the front, so I just untie it. Nice. Okay. I like it. See? Lori says, paranoid that I missed threading a heddle no matter how many times I have checked and rechecked. Yeah. Shirley asks, what are people's favorite spacing material for leaving a 6-inch fringe? Oh, that's a good question, Shirley. I like that. I like it. Okay, I gotta focus. Here, people. We only have Live at the Loom doesn't go for 5 hours. I mean, it could, but I would run out of things to say. Well, okay, that's not true. Okay, who are we kidding? I would not run out of things to say because you guys would be there to help me keep talking. That would be, but we don't have a Live at the Loom marathon planned at this point in time. So let me carry on here. There we go. We'll knot it there. Woo! One more. Here we go. Woohoo! Release the Kraken. Dun da da da. Okay. All right. Whew. You can all breathe a sigh of relief. Let me see if I can move you so you can see the unrolling, because that, it's the good part. It's the good part, friends. Okay, so let's see. Let me see, where's the best place for you to be here? Maybe I'll just release it from here. Are you ready? Is everyone ready? Okay, here we go. By the way, you should know, if you're new to all this, I use yardsticks in my 36-inch loom because 36-inch loom, 36-inch sticks. I like that math. So I put them, they're critical in the back just to make sure that you don't have mountains and valleys as you're winding your warp yarns on. But I put them in the front too. I just move them around. It's just like a little extra insurance. So here, that's why this part is so fun, because you're going to hear all these sticks clattering and falling out of the loom. Are you ready? Here is your ASMR for the day. Here we go. Woo! Okay. We're going to look closer at this in just a second. Hold please. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Short project. Not very big. Took me a long time, but short project. Nice. Okay. Let me bring you in so you can see some of what we got going on here. It takes me forever to take the knots off the front, so I never do that when I'm with you guys. I don't want to spend all that time. Just me knotting stuff. Okay, so let's start from, let's start from this side. So this, can you see that? This is the grandma fabric. We used 4 different blouses from grandma and cut them into strips and then kind of alternated them. Listen to me, alternated. That's the word. We alternated them to make this fabric. Here's what's nice is it's not crazy heavy. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it's never be a rug. I mean, it's not that kind of bulk. It still has a nice kind of hand to it. Now, they're not going to wear it. We're going to turn them into little wallets. But I want to make sure that I had plenty. I need to fit, I think it's 12. I have to double check that. I think it's 10 or 12. I have to fit some in here. I made sure I had plenty though, just in case anyone at the last minute is like, oh wait, I forgot to include, Aunt Sally and, Uncle Jim or whatever. So this is then I love the little ends. These won't be included because we'll cut it and sew it, but I love the little tails. They make me so happy. Okay, so this then is the grandma fabric. So I did just a little kind of spacer to indicate where one stopped and the next one began. And this was me going into what do I have left from other projects. So I started out by looking for anything that had kind of a light blue included. Can you kind of see I love these when the little tails stick out. They make me so happy. But this was, I kind of just did all light blue themed when I started out, just to kind of I like that. Here's what's interesting is that when I do these kind of projects, I space the warp yarns farther apart. This is an 8/4 cotton, surprise, surprise. And I do it at 8 ends per inch because I really want to see the materials. But that also means that you can't really see the warp yarns very well, which is okay. You don't have to. It's really about the neckties or whatever recycled material you're using here. So then, of course, I ran out of the blue and I started to throw in the kitchen sink, like whatever I had, oranges, yellows, darker blues, pinks. There was some pink in there, like a pink and black, a couple of those, which makes for a really interesting color. Now, this kind of chunk here that isn't grandma's necktie or grandma's blouses, this I will probably hang on for a second. And if I need more, I like to do clutches out of them, which are, I don't know, 8x4, 8x3 somewhere. It's kind of the rough size, a little zipper at the top. I'll probably have Dinah make a few of those for me out of this material. But I love the kind of melting pot, the whole mishmash of everything when it comes to just whatever's around. I'm going to have little bits of stuff all over my face from this. It's the price you pay. It's the price you pay for the weavers that you love. That is, yes. There we go, friends. We made it. We did it. Woohoo! Look at that pretty thing. It's so cheerful, isn't it? I hope Lisa loves it. So next step in the project is to hand that over to my lovely seamstress and have her work her magic so that so that we can get some cute little wallets to Lisa and her family. It turned out fun though. I like it. I